Welcome to HD Rare Coins, your ultimate source for rare coins, fascinating history, and the thrill of discovery. From legendary pennies to hidden gems, we explore the world of numismatics one amazing coin at a time. The sun blazes brightly over the vast desert of the United Arab Emirates, where the shifting sands tell stories of an ancient land. Amidst the golden dunes and towering skyscrapers of modern cities like Dubai and Abu Dhabi, a piece of history lies hidden in the hands of collectors and numismatists worldwide. This is the story of the 1997 UAE 10 fils coin, a small piece of metal with an enormous story to tell. To truly appreciate the significance of the 1997 10 fils coin, we must journey back in time to the formation of the United Arab Emirates itself. The UAE, a relatively young country, officially came into existence on December 2, 1971, when 7 emirates united under a single flag. The union was a pivotal moment in the history of the Arabian Peninsula, setting the stage for economic prosperity and a global presence. With the discovery of oil and the rapid expansion of the economy, the country began to evolve from a region once known for its pearl diving and trade routes into a modern powerhouse. As the UAE progressed, so did its need for a unified currency. In 1973, the dirham was introduced as the official currency, replacing the Gulf rupee. The coins and notes that came with it told the story of a nation in transition, blending ancient traditions with contemporary designs. The 10 fils coin, a small denomination in the UAE's coinage system, was one such piece of this evolving narrative. The 10 fils, worth 1/10 of a dirham, hold significant value in the everyday lives of the people in the UAE, as well as in the hearts of collectors around the world. Fast forward to 1997, a year that marked an important chapter in the UAE's numismatic history. The year saw the minting of the 1997 10 fils coin, a coin that would later become a much sought-after collector's item. But what makes this specific coin stand out among its counterparts? First, let's delve into the design. The 1997 10 fils coin features a familiar motif, one that evokes the sense of unity and pride of the UAE. On the obverse, we see the national emblem of the UAE, a powerful symbol representing the Federation of 7 Emirates. The emblem is not just a mere design, it's a visual representation of the strength and solidarity of the nation. The falcon, which is central to the emblem, holds significance in Arab culture as a symbol of freedom, power, and nobility. Surrounding the emblem are the Arabic inscriptions, State of the United Arab Emirates, which further solidify the country's identity. The reverse side of the coin is relatively simple but impactful, with the value of 10 fils elegantly etched across the face. What adds to the allure of the 1997 10 fils coin is the meticulous minting process behind it. Produced at the Emirates Mint, the coin was crafted from copper-nickel, a combination known for its durability and resistance to corrosion. The minting process itself is a precise art, with each coin struck under high pressure to ensure the sharpness and clarity of the designs. The result is a coin that not only holds historical significance but also possesses a remarkable physical beauty. Its weight and feel in hand tell you that this is no ordinary coin, it's a part of something much larger, a testament to the country's economic success and global influence. But it's not just the design and minting that make the 1997 10 fils coin noteworthy. As is often the case with numismatic items, the rarity and collector interest are key factors that drive its value. Over the years, certain batches of coins, including some from the 1997 series, have become increasingly rare due to factors like limited mintage or simple wear and tear from being in circulation. Coins that were once in regular circulation are now harder to find, particularly in pristine condition. As the years pass and fewer examples of the 1997 10 fils coin remain in mint condition, collectors have begun to take notice, driving up the coin's desirability. There's also the larger context of the UAE's growth during the late 20th century. By the time the 1997 10 fils coin was minted, the UAE had firmly established itself as a global hub for finance, tourism, and trade. Cities like Dubai had begun to skyrocket in terms of population and development, and with that growth came an increasing interest in the country's history, culture, and heritage. As collectors sought to capture a piece of that history, they began turning their attention to the coinage of the UAE. The 10 fils coin, with its striking design and historical context, became a sought-after piece for those eager to own a tangible piece of the country's modern history. So, what is the current value of this seemingly modest coin? The 1997 UAE 10 fils coin, which once circulated without much fanfare, has now become an item of great worth for numismatists and collectors alike. While the exact value of the coin can vary depending on its condition, the most pristine examples of the 1997 10 fils have fetched impressive prices at auctions and private sales. Some of the highest grade coins have been known to sell for up to $125,000, an astounding figure for a coin that was originally worth just a fraction of a dirham. This remarkable value can be attributed to several factors. First, as mentioned earlier, the coin's rarity plays a significant role. The more time passes, the fewer examples of the coin remain in excellent condition, making it a rare treasure for those fortunate enough to find one. Second, the increasing interest in UAE numismatics has fueled the coin's demand, particularly among collectors who wish to complete their collections of Middle Eastern coins or commemorate the rise of the UAE as an economic and cultural powerhouse. The journey of the 1997 UAE 10 fils coin is a testament to the power of history, design, and rarity in shaping the value of numismatic items. What was once a simple coin used for daily transactions has now become a coveted collector's piece, telling the story of a nation's evolution from its humble beginnings to a global leader. As we reflect on the history of this coin, we realize that it is not just a piece of currency. It is a symbol of the UAE's remarkable transformation, an emblem of unity, and a connection to the past that continues to fascinate those who appreciate the art of coin collecting. And as the 1997 UAE 10 fils coin continues to capture the attention of collectors, one can only imagine how much more it will be worth in the years to come. The 1997 10 fils coin gained traction among collectors. The UAE itself continued to evolve. By the late 1990s, the country had positioned itself as one of the most prosperous nations in the Middle East, with a rapidly growing tourism industry, booming real estate markets, and a modernized infrastructure that rivaled the best in the world. The skyscrapers of Dubai began to make headlines globally, with projects like the Burj Al Arab Hotel and the Palm Jumeirah Archipelago becoming symbols of innovation and luxury. During this time, the 1997 UAE 10 fils coin, like all coins in circulation, carried with it a deeper sense of pride. For the people of the UAE, it was a reminder of their nation's achievements, their journey from a collection of small emirates to a unified, influential state on the global stage. The 10 fils coin was more than just a piece of currency, it symbolized the values of resilience, strength, and unity that the UAE was founded upon. While the coin's circulation was, at the time, purely functional, it represented much more in retrospect. To collectors, it was a snapshot in time. The choice of materials, the design elements, and the minting process, all these aspects spoke to the rich history of the region. For numismatists, a coin's design often encapsulates the identity of the country that minted it, offering clues into its cultural values, its state of development, and even its vision for the future. The UAE's decision to feature the national emblem on the 10 fils coin was no accident. The emblem, which incorporates the falcon, an animal revered in Arab culture for its prowess and symbolic significance, reflects the country's own soaring ambitions. The falcon's wings spread wide across the emblem, conveying the idea of strength and protection. This image was a fitting representation for the UAE, a nation that was rapidly expanding its reach both regionally and internationally. Meanwhile, the design of the reverse side of the coin, with its minimal yet impactful display of the value, highlighted the practicality and efficiency with which the UAE's currency system was designed. Unlike many coins from other countries that may display intricate scenes or detailed portraits of rulers, the 10 fils coin opted for simplicity, a reminder that the UAE's modern prosperity was built upon a solid foundation of practicality, resourcefulness, and forward-thinking. As the coin became more widely recognized, interest began to increase. Collectors, especially those who specialized in Middle Eastern numismatics, took note of the unique design and rarity of certain issues. This growing awareness sparked a surge in demand, and the 1997 10 fils coin started to be seen as a key piece for anyone assembling a collection of UAE currency. The coin's value, which had initially been a modest fraction of a dirham, soon began to rise as its cultural and historical significance became more apparent. Auction houses and private sellers began to report higher than expected prices for the 1997 UAE 10 fils coin, particularly those in mint condition. It was not uncommon to see pristine examples fetch upwards of $10,000 in the early 2000s, but as demand grew, so did the price. Collectors who had been fortunate enough to hold on to coins in uncirculated or near mint condition saw their investment in the coin multiply exponentially over time. In the heart of the Arabian Gulf, where the golden sands meet the vast sea, lies Kuwait, a small nation with a history that belies its size. This tiny country, rich in oil and steeped in tradition, has witnessed remarkable transformations in its relatively short history. From its modest beginnings as a fishing and trading hub to becoming one of the wealthiest nations in the world, Kuwait's journey is an inspiring one. And within that journey, the 1976 Kuwait 5 fils coin holds a unique place, symbolizing both the nation's past and its bright future. To understand the significance of the 1976 5 fils coin, we must first delve into the history of Kuwait itself. The country's story dates back centuries, but it wasn't until the early 20th century that Kuwait emerged as an influential player in the region. In 1946, oil was discovered in the country, forever altering its trajectory. With newfound wealth, Kuwait quickly transformed from a small port city into a thriving modern state. The boom in oil exports catapulted the nation onto the world stage, making it a key player in global politics and economics. As Kuwait's wealth grew, so did its need for a modern, cohesive currency system. In 1961, the country introduced the Kuwaiti dinar as its official currency, replacing the Indian rupee, which had been in circulation since the early 20th century. The dinar, one of the strongest currencies in the world, was a fitting symbol of Kuwait's burgeoning economic power. Along with the new currency came a series of coins, including the 5 fils coin, which became an integral part of everyday transactions. The 1976 Kuwait 5 fils coin is a part of a long-standing tradition of Kuwaiti coinage, which has always reflected the country's values, heritage, and aspirations. The design of the coin is a reflection of Kuwait's commitment to modernization while honoring its rich history. On the obverse of the 1976 coin, you'll find the national emblem of Kuwait, a design that carries great significance. The emblem features a traditional dhow, a symbol of the country's maritime heritage, with its sails unfurled as it navigates the seas. The dhow represents the historic importance of trade and seafaring to Kuwait's economy and culture, dating back centuries to the days when the country was a center for pearl diving and trading. This image of the dhow on the 5 fils coin serves as a reminder of Kuwait's long-standing connection to the sea and the world beyond. It also symbolizes the resilience of the Kuwaiti people, who have thrived for centuries by adapting to changing circumstances. The dhow is flanked by the words, Kuwait, in both Arabic and English, emphasizing the nation's openness to the world and its position as a bridge between the East and the West. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find a simple yet elegant display of the coin's value, 5 fils, along with the year of minting, 1976. The design is minimalistic but impactful, reflecting the practical nature of the coin while still offering a sense of national pride. The coin's diameter and weight are well balanced, making it easy to handle and carry, which is exactly what you'd expect from a currency designed for everyday use, but the coin's significance goes beyond its design. The 1976 Kuwait 5 fils coin was minted during a pivotal moment in the country's history. Kuwait had just emerged from the turbulence of the 1960s and early 1970s, a period marked by regional instability and global political shifts. The 1970s were a time of rapid economic growth for Kuwait, as the country capitalized on its vast oil reserves and developed its infrastructure. The 5 fils coin, as a small but important part of the national currency, became an emblem of the country's economic success and its growing influence in the Gulf region. The minting of the 1976 5 fils coin was carried out with the same precision and attention to detail that Kuwait applied to every aspect of its development. Produced in copper-nickel, the coin's composition reflects the durability and resilience of the country itself. The process of minting was conducted at the Kuwaiti Mint, which was established in the early 1970s as part of the country's push to modernize and control its own currency production. Each coin was struck with high pressure to ensure the sharpness of the designs, and the final product was a coin that not only served a functional purpose but also held artistic value. As the years passed and Kuwait's influence continued to grow, the 1976 5 fils coin became a piece of history in its own right. Like all coins, it was used in everyday transactions, circulating throughout the country and even beyond its borders as Kuwait established itself as a key player in the international market. However, as with all coins, time has taken its toll. The once circulating 5 fils coins gradually faded from use as inflation and changes in currency denominations took their natural course. What makes the 1976 Kuwait 5 fils coin particularly special today is its rarity. While the coin was once widespread in circulation, many examples have been lost to time or damaged through regular use. In addition, as Kuwait transitioned to higher denominations of coins in the 1980s and beyond, the 5 fils coin slowly disappeared from circulation. Today, finding an example of the 1976 5 fils coin in mint condition is a rare occurrence, and it is precisely this rarity that has fueled the demand among collectors. Numismatists and collectors around the world have taken notice of the 1976 Kuwait 5 fils coin, drawn to its historical significance, unique design, and limited availability. Coins that were once in regular circulation are now coveted treasures for those interested in Kuwait's numismatic history. Whether collectors are focused on Middle Eastern coins or are simply drawn to the beauty and rarity of the coin, the 1976 5 fils has become a sought-after piece in the world of coin collecting. But what is the current value of this seemingly unassuming coin? For many years, the 1976 5 fils coin was not considered particularly valuable beyond its face value. However, as the years have gone by and the coin has become more difficult to find, its value has steadily increased. In pristine condition, an example of the 1976 5 fils coin can now fetch as much as $105,000, a staggering figure for a coin that was once worth just a fraction of a dinar. This rise in value can be attributed to several factors. The first is the coin's rarity. As fewer and fewer coins remain in excellent condition, the value of each surviving example has grown. Second, the increasing interest in Middle Eastern numismatics, particularly coins from the Gulf region, has played a significant role. As collectors seek to complete their collections with rare and unique pieces, the 1976 Kuwait 5 fils coin has become an essential addition for many. The final piece of the puzzle is the cultural and historical significance of the coin. As Kuwait has become an influential nation in the global political and economic landscape, the 1976 5 fils coin has taken on added importance. It serves as a symbol of the country's rapid development and its strategic role in the region. For collectors, owning a piece of Kuwait's history is a way to connect with the nation's past and its ongoing journey. The journey of the 1976 Kuwait 5 fils coin is a fascinating one, illustrating the power of design, rarity, and historical context in shaping the value of numismatic items. What was once an ordinary coin, circulating in everyday transactions, has now become a rare and highly coveted collector's item. Its impressive value of $105,000 is a testament to the enduring appeal of coins that capture a moment in time and a piece of history. As we reflect on the story of the 1976 Kuwait 5 fils coin, it becomes clear that the coin is more than just a piece of currency. It is a symbol of Kuwait's growth and transformation, a reminder of its maritime heritage, and a connection to the nation's rich cultural legacy. For those who own this remarkable coin, it is a tangible link to a time of prosperity and a bright future, and as the years continue to pass, who knows what the value of the 1976 Kuwait 5 fils coin might become. For now, its place in the world of numismatics remains secure, and its story continues to captivate collectors around the globe. As we look at the 1976 Kuwait 5 fils coin, it's important to understand the broader context of Kuwaiti numismatics. This coin is not only a symbol of Kuwait's growth and prosperity in the 1970s but also a testament to the country's efforts to maintain a rich cultural identity despite the rapid modernization that came with its newfound wealth. Kuwait's transition from a small port city to a global economic power was not just about oil, it was about building a nation that could stand strong on the world stage. With a deep appreciation for its past, this respect for tradition is evident in the design of the 1976 5 fils coin. While many countries choose to focus on images of national leaders or modern symbols of power, Kuwait opted to highlight its maritime heritage. The dhow, the symbol of the country's seafaring past, speaks volumes about Kuwait's pride in its history of trade, exploration, and resilience. The fact that this emblem is so central to the coin's design reflects a deep-rooted understanding that Kuwait's strength lies not just in its oil but in its people, their perseverance, and their traditions. Interestingly, this choice of design also highlights Kuwait's ongoing relationship with its neighbors and the broader Arab world. As a member of the Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC, Kuwait shares many cultural and historical ties with the countries around it. The dhow, for example, is not just a Kuwaiti symbol, it is part of a larger Gulf Arab maritime heritage.